Good morning. Welcome to Two-A-Day on Packer Link Up. Today is Thursday, July 31st, and our top story is about yesterday's meeting between Mark Murphy and Brett Favre and Brett Favre's agent Bus Cook. This meeting took 9 hours. Brett was there for 3 of it, but a total of 9 hours, and apparently Murphy was there to try and persuade Brett to stay retired and kind of make this whole thing go away. He was less than persuasive. Bus Cook, after the meeting, said that they had not really gotten anywhere, that Brett would love to play for the Packers, though, that's what he said, and that there had been no talk of trade offers that the Packers had on the table, had lined up for him. So, in light of that, Cook said that there is a very good chance Brett Favre could be in training camp on Friday of this week. So that is tomorrow, and we will keep you on top of that. Meanwhile, Mike McCarthy, the coach of the Green Bay Packers, had very little to say about any meetings. He pushed that off quickly and wanted to talk about football and said that the team remains focused on football in light of everything that's going on. With Ryan Grant out, of course, Brandon Jackson, Morency, Noah Herron are taking a lot more reps than they probably normally would have. McCarthy said that the running backs are doing well, mentioned Brandon Jackson again, said that he is doing better in screen plays and draws than he did last year. Apparently he had a little bit of a patience problem, wanted to step in there too early and get out too early, but he has corrected that, and Coach McCarthy is pretty high on this guy. He also said that he's very happy to have Vernon Morency back after the injury last year in training camp. Haven't seen him healthy for a while. Said he's a very good football player and that he looks really good. So I wonder if that stable of running backs isn't going to have some depth that we didn't see last year. Coach McCarthy also commented on how well the young quarterbacks were doing in camps. Said they're doing very well. They're progressing nicely. He said, in fact, in particular, that Brian Brohm had a strong day, with only one exception, that he did throw an interception during the move the ball drills, but McCarthy had a lot of good things to say about it. So training camp goes on. The Brett Favre talks go on. In other news, Aaron Rodgers did not take any questions yesterday, so I think this was his day off, and I believe the Packers have a day off for training camp today. Justin Harrell injury, he's day-to-day on his injury, so we'll keep on top of what happens with him and look forward to maybe seeing him back and a little healthier later on. I know he has been frustrated with, and Coach commented on it and he commented on it, both saying that he was frustrated not being able to be on the field. My rant for the day, if Mark Murphy, President and CEO of the Packers, if he went down to Hattiesburg to try to convince Brett to remain retired, he's overstepping his bounds. There's absolutely no reason for the president of a multi-million-dollar corporation to try to tell a guy when he should retire. You tell a guy to retire by cutting him or releasing him. Other than that, just keep your mouth shut about it. Make a trade, release him, or bring him back. Those are the options on the table. But don't go down and what are you doing? Don't go down and try to convince him to stay retired. We're too far gone from that. Move on. Start dealing with reality. Deal with what's going on. The papers are in. Get a hold of Goodell. Goodell, apparently, according to one report, is just waiting for Brett to say, go ahead and reinstate me. They're trying to find an equitable solution. In the meantime, Roger Goodell is holding off to see if the Packers can work something out. Don't try to talk him into staying retired. Deal with the business that makes sense for you to deal with. If this is your first big, major thing as President and CEO of the Packers, you fell on your face. Go down there and negotiate. Go down there and talk about trade talks. Talk about where the team is moving. Talk about his future possibilities with the Packers. But don't go down there and try to convince him to stay retired. It's not your job. Packer Link Up Spotlight. We want you to come on Packer Link Up. Jump on a forum. Our forums are open. Come on, post a thread. There's plenty of stuff going on, plenty of stuff to be talking about. I've said some things just now that I'm sure made several people mad who've seen it. So come on, let your opinion be known. We want you to give us your view on the Brett Favre situation and on the situation with the team as a whole. So that's it for Two-A-Day this morning. We will see you this afternoon. Go Pack.